Hello and welcome. My name is Allan. I'm the Mind Alchemist, and today I wanted to just briefly touch on the 3-2-1 method, which is taught by the Silva method of mind control, or they call it the Silva method today. Now, the Silva method teaches how to go into a certain state called level. They use the 3-2-1 method to program these three fingers that when they are held together in this way, you will be able to remember things more easily, recall things more easily. And there's many more applications to putting those three fingers together. But the first thing you have to understand is just because you're saying, when I put my three fingers together, I am now finding a parking spot, until you actually program those three fingers and tell your mind what you want. You're just putting three fingers together. So let's go through the whole process one step at a time so you could understand it. The first thing, when you say three, you visualize the number three, think of the number three, hear the number three as you say it. You are actually programming yourself for physical relaxation. The next number is two. When you say and repeat and think of the number two several times, it relaxes your mind. And when you get to number one, that's when you get to that level, to that calm level, which they refer to as alpha. Now, is that the only way to do it? No, you could also close your eyes, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you just relax more and more. When you're fairly relaxed after 3 or 4 breaths, you count down from 10 to 1. That will cause you to go even deeper and more relaxed. So now you're at 1, you are at level. The next thing is to program what you want. Because like I said, just putting your three fingers together doesn't mean anything. So for example, you want to remember things more easily, more effortlessly. In case you lose your keys, for example, all you do is say, when I put my three fingers together like this, anytime I wish to remember, recall, I will instantly be at that level and remember or recall whatever it is I need at that time. Then you open your eyes. At the count of 5, I'm going to open my eyes and be wide awake and fully alert. Now you open your eyes, you're wide awake, you're fully alert, and that idea of remembering things has been programmed in. If you want to find the parking spot before you're actually in the midst of a parking lot with no spots, and you say, no, I'm calm and relaxed, I'm going to put my three fingers here. No, do it beforehand by saying, anytime I'm in a situation where I will need parking, all I need to do is put my three fingers together and I will be directed towards the right parking spot that's open, that's free, and immediately available. And so you program that in, you open your eyes, and next time you're in a car, it's like, oh, I'm getting close to the mall. I should put my three fingers together. I am looking for a parking spot. And as your three fingers come together, it's almost as if your mind is already scanning the universe for the closest, most available spot, who's coming into the mall or who's leaving, and right away you find it. So I really like this method because first you could stack these intentions one on top of the other. This is just called an anchor in hypnosis. But when you put your fingers together and you create an anchor, so one for memory, one for good luck, which I really like. I always win lottery tickets, but I always program myself for good luck. I program myself for abundance. I program myself for harmony and peace, for clarity, for knowing. And so you put all these anchors together, and when you need them, the programming is already inside. You put your three fingers together, and all of a sudden, you're harmonious. You have more credibility, more luck, more sleep. more whatever. Don't wait till the moment that you're trying to sleep and say, I can't sleep, I can't sleep. Oh my God, I can't sleep. And then say, I'm going to put my three fingers together. Yes, it will work, but program it in advance so that when you go to bed, put your three fingers together, your mind goes right back down to alpha, you relax, and you get good results. So give it a try. The three fingers technique, there's videos actually where you could actually listen to Jose Silva or other instructors programming it right on YouTube. I don't need to do a whole video on how to go to alpha. Just find yourself at that level of mind, put the idea in, and maybe I should say one more thing, that when you program yourself, you want it to be believable, you want it to be achievable, you even want it to be measurable. So if you say, I want $1,000 tomorrow, for some people it's like, yeah, I make that in no time at all. Like, it's very possible, believable. But if you're making $5 an hour and don't know how to get beyond that, find something that is believable to you, even staying general and saying, I believe that I am abundant and that abundance comes to me in all ways, in all forms, at all times, in just the right time and divine timing, or what, something of that nature, that will also happen for you. So again, this is really about using your three fingers to program the things in. Something for, I mentioned sleep, I mentioned abundance and prosperity, I mentioned lottery tickets, I mentioned parking spots. What else could you do with it? Could you manifest a better relationship? Could you pass an exam with greater ease? Can you actually change your physiology anytime things are blurry? I choose to put my three fingers together and my eyes will adjust to the lighting and see with precision. You could use it for anything, but just remember the three fingers, program it first, and then later that day, that week, that month, when you need it, you don't even have to remember that you programmed it in. As you put your three fingers together, things just come together for you, and they will be stacked. So no matter where, no matter when, you will get the outcome. So my name is Allan. I am the Mind Alchemist, and I help people to create better lives for themselves through meditation, through hypnosis, through tapping. Because when you know what you want, it's easy to get there. When you talk about what you don't want, it's also easy to get there, because your mind will get you to whatever you're giving it attention to. So anyways, I'm rambling on. Allan the Mind Alchemist at mindalchemist.ca. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. If you want to see more or get in touch with me, you know how to do that. Just go to my website and you will find all the information there. Thank you.